I'm riding every hill and dale while shadows hide you. Just like a pretty purple veil, thereby hangs a tale. I found you, and the mountains that surround you are the walls I built around you along the Santa Fe Trail.
There we are with Dick Todd and Along the Santa Fe Trail. Accompanying him was the orchestra of Leonard Joy in a song from 1940 from the film of the same name, Santa Fe Trail. And before that we heard Lawrence Welk with Myron Florin on the accordion and the Jenny Lind Polka. Okay, you're on Southern FM 88.3, 556 446 is the number. If you want to call while the special's on, we'd be pleased to talk with you. It's just 1 minute after 10. You're on Southern FM 88.3. And of course, every Sunday evening at 10 o'clock, it's time for the special. And tonight we're playing part 2 of the Bing Crosby Craft Music Hall, which was originally broadcast in the United States on the 12th of March, 1942. And I do hope you enjoy it.
Wingy Manone is... Tune in to Craft Music Hall next week at this same time to hear Bing Crosby, Mary Martin, Victor Borge, Jerry Lester, John Scott Trotter and his orchestra, the Music Maids, and Hal, and Bing's special guests for that evening, Nigel Bruce, Alan Jenkins, and Lester V. Berry. The Craft Music Hall comes to you from Hollywood's Radio City.
And thank you very much, Ken Carpenter. I hope you enjoyed the Craft Music Hall with Bing Crosby and guests, part 2 of the series of the program we played last week. And next week, in the special spot at 10 o'clock, we have program 5 in our series, If I Had a Talking Picture. So tune in and bend an ear. Thanks for the memory of your program. I'm Alex Hehr, and I'm with you right through until 12 midnight with lots of good music still left to play.
Time for the weather.
Alrighty, the forecast for tomorrow for Victoria is fine. A very warm and sunny day. Southeast wind tending northeasterly and freshening off the Gippsland coast. Afternoon coastal sea breezes. A high to very high fire danger. For Port Phillip Bay and Western Port Bay, southeast wind of about 20 knots at first, tending north to northeasterly at 10 to 15 knots in the morning. Afternoon sea breezes to 20 knots, waves mostly about 1 metre. For Melbourne, a warm and sunny day with a light to moderate north to northeast wind and afternoon bayside sea breezes. A maximum of 29 and an overnight low of 13. Currently it's 18 outside.
Young people. Older people. Single people. Working people.
When a family is hit by crisis or emergency, it's often hardest on the kids. Foster care can help, but it takes all types of foster parents to meet the needs of a growing number of Victorian families.
We need lots of people.
To find out about becoming a foster parent,
please ring 1-800-013-088. We need you.
Indeed they do. It's 29 minutes away from 11 o'clock now on Southern FM 88.3.
Oh, how embarrassment. The Papadakos Pizza Company's annual report is due next week. What will we do, Maria?
Oh, don't panic, right, Maria? I've already arranged everything, right, with Daryl Pittman at Village Graphics.
Huh?
Oh, they're the desktop publishing experts, right? They handle annual reports, publications, manuals, and they're even print consultants. They're incredible, right?
Where are they?
Suite 5, 99 Lightwood Road, Noble Park. And their number is 547-0909. Hey, Maria, I want that last piece of double salami pizza, all right?
Village Graphics, 579-0909. Proud supporters of Southern FM.
What do they do on a rainy night in Rio? And what do they do when grass is dewy in old St. Louis? And what do they do in Tallahassee when a lassie says, all right? Well, that's what they do in Rio on a rainy
Until midnight, you're with Thanks for the Memory on 88.3 Southern FM.
Hello everybody, Jack Hulbert and Sister Cottage here. We are going to sing I'm Like a Little Birdie Out of a Cage.
The great southern sounds of Melbourne, 88.3 Southern FM.
Like a birdie out of a cage. That was Cicely Courtnidge with Jack Hulbert from the movie Take My Tip. And a good song on Southern FM. Thanks for the memory. It's 23 minutes to 11.
Come along to the city of...
Sorry about that.
Oh, we'll start again. Come along to the City of Whitehorse Australia Day Family Festival on Thursday the 26th of January from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. An entire day jam-packed with free entertainment, including the 70s glam band, Yesterday's Heroes, the Police Band, Code 1, White Men Can't Reggae, choirs, the City Band and the Highland Pipe Band. Also, there are art and craft displays, international food stalls, veteran car displays, community group displays, music and dances, fun fair, amusement rides, water slide, inflatable castle and a skateboard ramp. And to end it all, a spectacular fireworks finale at 9:30 p.m. It's all free and it's all happening at the Nunawading Civic Centre, 379 Whitehorse Road, Nunawading.
What date is that?
The 26th of January, Thursday.
Okay, that's next Thursday. Oh, that's
Yep.
Australia Day, of course.
Yep.
We've got a holiday during the week. How wonderful. That'll be fun, and you live out that way, sort of.
That's right.
That'll be good. I think we might have a look at the grid, will we? With the time at 22 minutes before 11, let's have a look at what's on now. We may have Paul Gilchrist coming in after. Stop playing with that microphone. At 12 o'clock. We don't know about that, but if he fronts, well, he'll be on between 12 and 2. But other than that, at 6 in the morning...
We have early morning music, which is classical music with Mark Hillier.
Then at 8 o'clock, we have Digger and Danny and their radio show, 8 through 9.
And then the Southern Celebrities with Bob Horsfall and Robin Collins.
Very funny show too. 11 o'clock, Deborah Elise Campbell is with us and presenting Soul to Soul. At midday we have...
You and Me with Reg Gorman.
No, not you and me. We don't work tomorrow. I know what you mean. 2 o'clock, Southern Country with Reg Pitt.
Then at 4 p.m, Dave Caffey with Drive.
Yes, and at 6:30, Your Money and Your Life with Terry Johansson.
And at 7 p.m, right now with Kerry Blair and Noel Franklin.
8 o'clock brings the Celtic Mix with Declan Foley.
Then at 9, Projection South with Rosa Morales.
10 o'clock, Tempo di Tango with Ruben Espinoza.
And then the Bosnian Community Show.
Yes, and that takes us through till Monday. And that's how it goes. Tomorrow, which will be the 23rd of January, 1995. And with that pleasant music in the background, I think it's time to have a track from the Comedy Harmonists. And they present a little thing called Happy Days Are Here Again.
Wochenend bald allein. Weiter brauch ich nicht zum glücklich sein. Wochenende und Sonnenschein. Über uns die Lerchen, sie singen auch wie wir ein Lied. Alle Vögel stimmen fröhlich ein. Wochenende und Sonnenschein. Kein Auto, keine Chaussee und niemand in unserer Nähe. Da tief im Wald nur ich und du, der Herrgott drückt ein Auge zu, denn er schenkt uns ja zum Glücklichsein Wochenende und Sonnenschein. Music fills the air, love is everywhere, all nature seems to hum a love song from the sky. Ooh. Love is everywhere, its music fills the air, all nature seems to hum a melody from the sky.
Hey, here's 15 plus ways to save your skin this summer.
Just whack on a shirt.
Chuck on a hat. In the middle of the day, get out of the sun.
Relax and cool with the shade. Whack on some sunscreen.
Get your gear on. Take time out. Have a really long lunch. Get covered. Hey, it's easy. Be sun smart and
Save your skin.
Want to know more? Call the Anti-Cancer Council Sun Smart hotline on 13 11 20.
You're tuned to the great southern sounds of Melbourne, 88.3 Southern FM.
Indeed you are. It's 11 minutes to 11, even time, 11 to 11 on Southern FM. I'm Alex Hehr. Your program is entitled Thanks for the Memory. We're with you through until midnight. And what did we hear in that break? We heard Autumn Concerto, Billy Vaughan's orchestra, song published in 1956 and composed by C. Bargoni, that was the music, with English lyrics, not that there were any on that recording, by Paul Siegel. And in 1957, My Heart Reminds Me was based on that particular melody. And before that, we heard Les Allen and his Canadian Bachelors, and a song written by Sidney Mitchell and Louis Alter from the movie of 1936, The Trail of the Lonesome Pine, and that was a real sad movie. Called A Melody from the Sky. That was the name of the track. Les Allen and the Canadian Bachelors. Okay, coming up to 10 minutes to 11, let's have some radio nostalgia. And I was going through some tape during the week and came across a reel of tape from off air from 1968, from June the 6th, 1968, and in this they deal with the Robert Kennedy. They call it an attempted assassination, but as of course it turned out later, Robert Kennedy did die of the gunshot wound that he received. But we take you to 3AW, and it's late in the evening. It's when I say late in the evening, it's sort of about 5 to 6, I think, from memory. Late in the afternoon, that would be early evening. And Max Blake, the late Max Blake, is the announcer at 3AW at that time. So here we go.
Mr. Pete Fountain there. Here is a bulletin from Macquarie News. For the latest on the Kennedy assassination attempt, this report from Bob Tarlow in Los Angeles.
Senator Robert F. Kennedy was shot and wounded early today, shortly after he claimed victory in the California primary election. Police in Los Angeles, California, say a suspect had been taken into custody. The shooting took place outside the embassy room of the Ambassador Hotel in Los Angeles. John Chambers, a news correspondent, reported that when Kennedy walked off the podium after making a victory statement, there was a sudden pandemonium. A girl rushed to the front of the podium and said, "He's been shot. They've shot Kennedy." The American Broadcasting Company reported 4 shots were fired at the Ambassador Hotel, one of them hitting an ABC associate director. ABC's correspondent says another shot hit Kennedy. A New York radio station with a reporter on the scene said Kennedy had been hit in the hip. We now have a report that a suspect has been taken by Wilshire Station Police in Los Angeles. We have no further report at this time on Senator Kennedy's condition. He has apparently been taken to a hospital, however, we are not sure which hospital. Repeating again, in Los Angeles, Senator Robert F. Kennedy has been shot and seriously wounded early today after claiming victory in the California primary election. This is Bob Tarlow reporting from KTLA Television News in Los Angeles, California.
More details shortly. Stay tuned.
Radio Melbourne, 3AW, the talk of the town.
Well, there we are. So back from the archives, June the 6th, 1968, and of course Kennedy did die subsequently of that wound, that gunshot wound. Interesting to note, Bob Tarlow was reporting there in 1968 for KTLA TV in Los Angeles, and of course he still does report from time to time for Channel 9 here in Australia, so he's still going strong. Coming up to 7 minutes to 11 now, you're on Southern FM 88.3, and your program is Thanks for the Memory. Hope you're enjoying the music. If you are, give us a call, why don't you?
Someone's rocking my dreamboat. All at once a storm blew us apart and left me drifting alone. Someone's rocking my dreamboat. I'm captain without any crew, but with love as my guide, I'll follow the tide.
And that was the Mills Brothers. No, it wasn't. It was the Ink Spots. Says he as he looks at his log, thinking that was the wrong statement. Someone's Rockin' My Dreamboat, the Ink Spots, written in 1941 by Emerson Scott, Otis Renee and Leon Renee, and that was featured in the film Duke Girl, in which Ronald Reagan starred with Ann Sheridan. There's a couple of names for you. So that was Someone's Rockin' My Dreamboat. Southern FM, the time is now 3.5 minutes before 11 o'clock, and at 11 o'clock our comedy tonight features a whole group of people collectively known as, I'm sorry, I'll read that again, and we'll play a nice little piece from that, which will give you a big kick, I'm sure. Let's have some more music. Stefan Grappelli comes to the program now, and a good old standard called Shine. The great Stefan Grappelli, and the song called Shine. It's a half a minute past 11. You're on Southern FM 88.3. Thanks for the memory through until midnight tonight. It's comedy time.
This is the BBC Light Programme.
The program you have just been listening to didn't really exist. It was a figment of your imagination. In fact, BBC Radio closed down 5 years ago. But you didn't realize that, did you? Oh, no, you just keep switching on and imagine you're hearing the same programs you always used to hear. But you're not, you know, there's nothing there. It's all in your mind.
When I took my underpants off...
Yes?
Nothing, just when I took my underpants off.
Well, of course, in our day, you'd never catch young ladies naked.
No, too damn fast for us. Remember?
What?
Wait a minute, shouldn't we be censoring something?
Yes, so we should. Oh, it's the first script of this new radio prune thing. Let's have a read of it. Oh! Oh! Oh, look at this! Oh, no, no!
There we go with the boys. I'm sorry, I'll read that again. Tim Brooke Taylor, Graham Garden, David Hatch, Joe Kendall, Bill Oddie and the Dave Lee Group. Very funny stuff. And we'll be having, as the weeks go by, so we'll have some more from the group. I'm sorry, I'll read that again, and I'm sure you will enjoy it.
Clap hands, here comes the rock-off baker. Come on now, clap hands, here comes the biscuit man.
Dark chocolate royals, shortcake topped with creamy marshmallow and rich dark chocolate. Also, enjoy delicious milk chocolate royals. Brock-off chocolate royals, always in good taste.
Clap hands for the rock-off biscuit man. Clap hands.
9 after 11. Clap hands indeed. The late Smacker Fitzgibbon there, and the Brock-off Baker song. You're on Thanks for the Memory with Alex Hehr, through until midnight tonight on Southern FM.
Hello, this is Steve Price, and you're listening to Thanks for the Memory on 88.3 Southern FM with Alex Hehr.
Alone with a sky of romance above. Alone on a night that was meant for love. To be your very own. Alone with a heart meant for you alone. be gay, sing your blues away. Give all your troubles a holiday down at the ferry boat inn.
Cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon with one you love, the sun above, waiting for the moon. The old accordion playing a sentimental tune, cruising down the river on a Sunday afternoon.
There's a lovely lake in Loveland where lovers love to go, where the trees are green and shady and gentle breezes blow. On that lovely lake in Loveland we'll paddle our canoe, and together we'll float in our own little boat and canoodle-doodle-doo.
Let's go back to the roaring 20s. Let's be happy and gay.
Let's go back to those 4 and 20 solid hours a day.
Crosby started his schooling, Crosby ages were swooning.
Down in old Alabama, Jolson sang for his dear old mammy.
Come on, everyone, ask your pappy, 'cause your pappy was there.
In the days of those happy tappy dancing feet of a stair.
You remember the Charleston craze? Well, let's go back to those good old days.
About the old dog.
Everybody had money, Dempsey losing to Tawny.
Business booming in Reno.
Shades of Rudolph Valentino.
Come on, everyone, ask your pappy, 'cause your pappy was there. In the days of those happy tappy dancing feet of a stair.
You remember the Charleston craze? Let's go back to those. Let's go back to those.
Go-go-de-dos.
Let's go back to those good old days.
We heard from the George Mitchell Minstrels that time and a collection of tunes. And before that we heard Sam Costa with the very nice tune called Alone. It's 17 minutes after 11. You're on Southern FM 88.3. On this day in 1985, West Indies cricket captain Clive Lloyd became the first foreign sportsman to be awarded an Order of Australia. On this day in 1949, Chinese leader Mao Zedong marched into Peking at the head of a battle-hardened guerrilla army to make the communists virtual masters of China. The vanquished nationalist leader Chiang Kai-shek appealed for immediate peace talks, but Mao contemptuously dismissed the appeal. Mao planned to march on to Shanghai to mop up Chiang's fleeing forces, completing the task he began by leading a ragged peasant army to freedom back in 1935. On this day in 1956, the circular key loop of Sydney's Underground Railway opened. Also on this day in 1983, the tennis star Bjorn Borg retired at the age of 26, a wealthy man with an unequalled record. Borg made his professional debut at the age of 14, and by 1981 he had won 6 French Open titles and 5 consecutive Wimbledon championships, an all-time record. On this day in 1666, Shah Jahan, the mighty Mughal Emperor of India, who built the Taj Mahal as a mausoleum for his beloved wife Mumtaz Mahal, died in the fort where his son Aurangzeb had imprisoned him 8 years before. He was aged 74. He is to be entombed in the Taj Mahal beside his wife. On this day in 1905, a mass march to the Winter Palace in St. Petersburg turned into a horrifying slaughter as Cossack troops fired salvo after salvo into the crowd at close to 500 people. This Red Sunday massacre of strikers was set to ignite the long simmering discontent with the rule of Tsar Nicholas II. Now let's look at those people who are celebrating their birthday today. The British poet Lord Byron was born on this day in 1788. The French physicist André Ampère, who gave his name to amp as a unit of electricity, was born in 1775. The American film director D.W. Griffith was born in 1875. And the British actor John Hehr, who starred in The Elephant Man, was born in 1940. It all happened on this day. Indeed it did. It did indeed. 20 minutes after 11 now. You're on Southern FM 88.3. I'm Alex here with you until midnight with Thanks for the Memory.
David Bowie recently stated, as a child of the 60s, we were taught by our peers and our generation, and might I add, faith will always enhance and enrich the lives of ourselves and those around us. This is John Smith.
Thanks for the buggy ride, I had a wonderful time. No smell of gasoline, just an old-fashioned team. It was a wonderful treat to hear the patter of horses' feet. My bones were nearly broke, I took it as a joke. It was all new to me, 'cause I was used to riding in a big limousine. But buggy riding, loving, sure beats any machine. Now, although I lost my pride, thanks for the buggy ride, I had a wonderful time.
Listening to Thanks for the Memory, part of your weekend on Southern FM 88.3.
Learn how Lizzie met an Aussie, told her girlfriend Mary Ann.
Mary Ann, I've met a man who says he's an Australian.
Fallen for him, have you, Lizzie? Lizzie, blushing, shook her head.
Said Mary Ann, don't think you can fool me. And then she said,
is he an Aussie, Lizzie? Is he? Is he an Aussie, Lizzie, eh? Is it 'cause he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? Has he jazzy ways and does he make you go all fuzzy-wuzzy? Got you dizzy, has he, Lizzie? Is he an Aussie, Lizzie, eh?
Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is it because he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? As he jazzy ways and does he make you go all fuzzy wuzzy? Got you dizzy as he Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie?
Seems this digger likes my figure, Lizzie then told Mary Ann.
Likes my ways and claims to think 'em what these Aussies call fair dinkum.
Throws a fond eye, talks a bondi, and he's tried to kiss me twice.
When I've said no, he said good-o, said Mary Ann, how nice. Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is it because he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? As he jazzy ways and does he make you go all fuzzy wuzzy? Got you dizzy as he Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie?
Soon this wonder from down under got himself right down to biz.
Lost no time in coaxing Liz to promise that she would be his.
He, being well born, lived in Melbourne, so they sailed at once for there.
Poor Mary Ann without a man repeats this maiden's prayer. Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is it because he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? As he jazzy ways and does he make you go all fuzzy wuzzy? Got you dizzy as he Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Hey, he's a bunch of bloke. Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is it because he is an Aussie that he keeps you busy, Lizzie? As he jazzy ways and does he make you go all fuzzy wuzzy? Got you dizzy as he Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie?
Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he?
Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he an Aussie Lizzie? Is he?
There are over 1 million English-speaking adults in Australia who have problems with reading and writing.
If you're one of them, or if you know someone who finds it difficult to read and write, please make a note of this number, 1800 02 1184. That's the Reading Writing Free Call Hotline.
It's never too late to learn to read and write. You can do it. You can do it at home, and it's free. Phone 1800 02 1184 and find out how.
twinkle and shine. This evening, about 8:45, my loving arms are gonna tenderly twine around you, around 8:45. I know I won't be late, 'cause at 8:30 I'm gonna hurry there.
I'll be waiting where the lane begins, waiting for you on needles and pins, and then the world is gonna be mine. This evening, about 9:15.
About 9:15, and that was the Jack Hilton Orchestra with Sam Brown, the vocalist, and a very nice song. And before that we heard Izzy and Ozzy, Lizzie, Izzy, Flotsam and Jetsam, a song written by McEachran and Hilliam. That was, of course, Malcolm McEachran and B.C. Hilliam. And then leading off that music break, we heard Percival Mackey and his band. And thanks for the buggy ride. You're on Thanks for the Memory, Southern FM 88.3. It's 29 to 12. We present Al Bowley Remembered.
Remember me, just keep me in your memory.
Indeed, it's time for Al Bowley Remembered, and another 2 tracks tonight. Firstly, here is Al singing with Ray Noble and the New Mayfair Dance Orchestra, and a lovely tune called Hang Out the Stars in Indiana, which they recorded in London on the 10th of May 1933. And this is a Victor 78, which is in fairly good nick for its age. I hope you enjoy Hang Out the Stars in Indiana.
Hang out the stars in Indiana, up in a sky of midnight blue. Hang out the stars in Indiana to light my way back home to you. Have every robin sing a love song, a melody just meant for two. For in my heart there'll be a love song, a song I long to sing to you. How could I find the things I sought for? No wonder they were all denied. The very happiness I fought for was right back by your side. So wait for me in Indiana, and when the long, long day is through, hang out the stars in Indiana to light my way back home to you.
out the stars in Indiana. Al Bowley there with Ray Noble and the orchestra, and had a call from Jan. And cheerio to you, Jan, and I hope you, well, I know you're enjoying the show. All right, here's our second offering from Al tonight. This time he's singing with the Ronnie Munro Orchestra 6 years later, on the 5th of October 1939. And the song's a beauty. It's called Moon Love. I hope you enjoy it.
Will this be moon love? Nothing but moon love. Will you be gone when the dawn comes stealing through? Are these just moon dreams, grand while the moon beams? But when the moon fades away, will my dreams come true? Much as I love you, don't let me love you. If I must pay for your kiss with lonely tears, say it's not moon love. Tell me it's true love. Say you'll be mine when the moon disappears. Will this be moon love? Nothing but moon love. Will you be gone when the dawn comes stealing through? Are these just moon dreams, grand while the moon beams? But when the moon fades away, will my dreams come true? Much as I love you, don't let me love you. If I must pay for your kiss with lonely tears, say it's not moon love. Tell me it's true love. Say you'll be mine when the moon disappears.
Join us again next time for another presentation of Al Bowley Remembered. Couple of nice ones tonight, wasn't there? Hang Out the Stars in Indiana and Moon Love. I nearly broke my neck before. The studio chair here finally has given up the ghost, and the back of it has come away, so I'm sort of sitting here gingerly on what has really now become a stool. But never mind, we'll fix that. Tomorrow I hope we'll have something new, which will be good. Until midnight, you're with Thanks for the Memory on Southern FM 88.3.
The you is a thing set apart. You can search the universe, but my dear, if you do, you'll never find a love like the love I have for you. I never fret or worry, at no time am I blue. I spend my days rejoicing because of the love that I have for you. You can search this universe, but my dear, if you do, you'll never find a love like the love I have for you.
I was having a shower. Suddenly I felt this presence, like someone or something was with me. I could feel it. It was horrible. It was...
Mould. It's no horror story. It forms in the kitchen or bathroom, anywhere damp that doesn't get enough fresh air, and it can cause health problems like allergies and asthma. To stop mould forming, open a window or use an exhaust fan. Ventilation. It's an open, not a shut case. A message from your State Pollution Control Authority and the Commonwealth Department of Health.
That was Wally Stott and his orchestra with Stardust. Actually, Wally Stott is now Angela Morley. He's one gentleman who had the change, actually, and he's now conducts the orchestra with the name Angela Morley. So, and before that we heard The Love I Have For You, Alberta Hunter, and a song which she recorded back in 1940. On Southern FM 88.3, it's coming up to 14 minutes to 12, and it doesn't look as if anyone's coming on at 12, so we'll be closing down unless someone fronts here within the next couple of minutes. Okay, and we'll be back to some more music after this.
You're tuned to Thanks for the Memory with Alex Hehr on 88.3 Southern FM.
dilly heart feels a dilly dilly way, and if I'll answer yes, in the pretty little church on a dilly dilly day, I'll be waiting in a dilly dilly dress of lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. Then you'll be king, dilly dilly, and I'll be your queen. Dilly dilly heart feels a dilly dilly way, and if I'll answer yes, in the pretty little church on a dilly dilly day, I'll be waiting in a dilly dilly dress of lavender blue, dilly dilly, lavender green. Then you'll be king, dilly dilly, and I'll be your
Take me back to see my best gal, cuddling up with glee with Chabert. I say diddly, I tell, carry me back to Blighty. Blighty is the place for me.
And there we were with the Jack Papworth Orchestra and Bill Westwater, the vocalist, and a couple of good old timers on our program from Southern FM 88.3. And let's keep the music coming from now until midnight. Let's get as many in as we possibly can. Coffee in the Morning, Billy Cotton and his orchestra.
I love to spend each Sunday with you. I love to spend each Sunday with you.
Cigarette holder, which wigs me over his shoulder. I know he digs me. Out catting that satin down. And that satin
Nancy Wilson and a great old song. Good interpretation of it too, called Satin Doll, bringing to a close tonight's presentation of Thanks for the Memory. And before Nancy, we heard Billy Cotton, Alan Bree's Coffee in the Morning. All right, it's just about that time to say goodnight.